Alright, what's going on everybody? Welcome back to another video here on the channel, and today we are going to be responding to the Nadia response, I guess, to the entire situation. If you haven't seen my video yesterday, I recommend that you probably watch that video before you watch this one, because I go into depth and respond to pretty much everything that initially happened in this entire situation. But if you don't want to watch the entire video, I'll go ahead and give you guys a little bit of cliff notes so you can at least understand pretty much what happened and be able to have at least some sort of ground level knowledge as to what really went down in this entire debacle. So popular Call of Duty content creator Nadia has basically gotten into a pretty big controversy online. Now with Nadia, there's constant allegations of her cheating and hacking in video games and whatnot. It's probably, if we're being real, what she's most famous for at this point. Like, people are constantly accusing her of like using cheats in Call of Duty to basically grind content and be good at the game and, you know, make it look like she's way better than she actually is, so she can have like an online following and whatnot and make money by playing the game. And this basically spilled over recently on her stream, where somebody had donated her $1 and said something along the lines of like, have fun cheating or nice job cheating, you know, referring to the allegations that are constantly being made against Nadia for basically playing COD. Now that's not really the focal point of today's video. I'm not here to prove or disprove the cheating allegations. We're actually here because of her response to the entire situation in the first place. So like I said, this guy comes along, he donates $1 and says nice job cheating. Well, Nadia actually got really mad about this, and a clip ended up going viral on social media of her basically doxing this guy. So what happens is, if you use PayPal, apparently it gives your full legal name attached to your PayPal account to whoever you send money to. And in this case, the troll used his personal PayPal account to send her the dollar donation, and she got pretty mad about him accusing her of cheating, and she read his full government name off on stream and even went as far as to spell it out so people in her chat could look this guy's name up if they wanted to and get more information about him. It was obviously malicious. There's literally no other reason why you would share somebody's information like that and then go as far as to say something like, oh, here's how you spell his name in case anyone really wanted to know, right? Like, that, it's pretty obvious what this was all about. She got mad because someone made a joke she didn't like, that she's probably tired of hearing, and so she essentially doxed the guy. And it's created this massive online debate of whether or not it was actually doxing or if it was right or wrong, because she was only banned off of Twitch for a few hours because of this entire situation, and that in and of itself has already become a completely new drama where people are chiming in on. But Nadia has uploaded a 2.5-minute long video to her YouTube channel called Why I Got Banned on Twitch. Now in this video, I haven't watched it yet, so I don't really know what to expect, but if there were a few things I would probably hope were in this video, obviously I would think she has to apologize to the guy that she doxed. There's really no excuse for doing what she did, and at the end of the day, even if the guy was trolling her, I don't think it was serious enough to read off his government name on stream over. Most people kind of seem to agree with that and be on that side in this entire situation, but at the same time, we gotta remember this is an influencer slash content creator apology video, so at the end of the day, we've seen this same song and dance how many times now? I'm assuming that if anything, there probably won't be that much addressal of the issue, and if there is any addressal of it, it's just going to be basically deflecting what happened and pretending it wasn't that big of a deal. So with that being said, let's go ahead and take a look at Nadia's apology video. But before we go any further, I want to say, if you do support the channel, go ahead and head over to shoptimus.net, get yourself a shirt, get yourself a hoodie, get yourself a mouse pad, something, man. Help support the channel, help support me. A lot of my videos get demonetized, so it's a great way to support the channel and also get yourself some sweet new gear. With that being said, let's go ahead and take a look at this video.
In today's video, I want to address something that happened to me this morning. I woke up this morning and I got a knock from my roommate, Dante, telling me that I was banned on Twitch. I was very confused. I really didn't understand what happened. I mean, I just woke up, and to be honest, I thought he was like pranking me for a second, and looked at my phone with a bunch of messages saying that I was banned. I was terrified. Like, I can't imagine what I do in 2 weeks of not streaming. I love streaming. I don't even like to take days off because how much I love it. I look forward to this every day. So when I saw that, I genuinely was scared, and it was probably one of the most terrifying moments of my life. But I got banned on Twitch for 14 days. And here's the reason. I got banned for sharing personal information about somebody. So I kept getting a donation that popped up on my stream labels, and it was a person that was sending me hate, and the name was anonymous, and they did it 4 times. I was confused because, one, I'm just like, okay, the first time, you know, I do get hate on donations sometimes because, you know, they think it's funny to just have it pop up on the screen. And I usually do get that. This is not new, but I haven't had somebody do it 4 times.
All right, so she's saying that this guy basically donated 4 times, trolling her, sending her quote-unquote hate. I just want to point out, it wasn't really hate at the end of the day. Like, all the guy really said was have fun cheating. That was what was just fucking too far for her to hear. Which, might I add, like I said, it's basically the thing that's gotten her famous at this point. Like, there would not be any Nadia if there wasn't cheating allegations. It's the biggest part of her online persona. And what's funny is to prove this, I even went to, like, her TikTok account, and she has like a shit ton of content on there where she's like playing into the joke of her cheating, you know, like she's editing on red boxes and stuff on the video to like kind of troll people and make it seem like she's cheating or whatever, so she can like farm impressions on social media and shit. So she actively plays into this joke that she's like a cheater and she uses walls and boxes in the game and stuff like that to cheat. But then when someone donates her like $4 in total over 4 donations being like, hey, have fun cheating, nice job being a hacker, apparently that's just far enough at that point for her to go literally so full out that she doxes somebody. It just doesn't make any sense to me, dude. Like, I mean, you can't play into the joke and then simultaneously get upset that the joke is being made. Like, if you're gonna make social media content, especially in the gaming industry, you're gonna have people who hate on you and they're gonna accuse you of shit. And like in the Call of Duty community, cheating accusations are wild, dude. Like, everyone who plays the game gets accused of cheating, you know? Like, I mean, dude, you can go into a random team deathmatch and get like 25 kills and some 7-year-old will scream in the mic about how you're a hacker and call you the hard R. Like, it's just how the Call of Duty community is, bro. Like, you just get called a cheater regardless. Like, if you're good at the game, there's gonna be accusations. Like, it's just that simple. And I'm sorry, I just don't feel like 4 donations of somebody trolling you and literally giving you money at the same time too is worthy of going into the PayPal transaction, finding their government name, and then releasing that maliciously to your stream. Like, it's just not an excuse. And like, she in the video, she's like, oh, well, I got banned for sharing personal information. It's like, yeah, that's literally what you did. Then you went on Twitter, tried to pretend you didn't know what they were talking about, like you didn't know that this situation happened. And then when people in your comment section on Twitter started calling you out for it and telling you what you did wrong and telling you how you shared personal info, you started hiding their replies so that it couldn't be seen. So not only did you fuck up the first time when you just doxed somebody for trolling you on Twitch chat, you then tried to play victim, and then on top of that tried to silence people criticizing you and calling you out for it.
In a row. When I saw that, I was honestly really irritated, and in a moment of weakness, I said, when you get a donation on your phone, the name of the person pops up. So I said the person's first and last name. And I just want to point out that all I did was say his first and last name. I know that there's rumors going around that I leaked the address of the person, but I didn't. I only said their first and last name. But looking back at it and having the time to reflect, I realized that wasn't the best way to combat the hate. And I should have played into it how I normally play into like hate comments and stuff, how I troll them back. But I didn't. And like I said, in a moment of weakness, I kind of just said what was on my mind. And I realize now that I shouldn't have done that. This year has been one of the craziest years of my life. And there's a lot of stuff that happened to me. You know, with streaming, I blew up. My life has changed completely. And with that came a lot of good things, but then also, you know, the hate that came along with it. And I mean, like, if you go look at my TikTok comments right now, they're mostly hate. And I do play into it. I'm not trying to play the victim card.
All right, I just once again want to point out, right, because now she's saying, oh, in a moment of weakness, I did this. I realize what I did wrong. I shouldn't have done that, you know. It sounds good on paper. This sounds like a decent apology, right? It sounds like she's taking accountability for what happened. She's finally addressing the fact of the matter, like, oh, hey, I did something wrong. I basically doxed somebody. There was rumors going around that she did share the guy's address. I was going to mention this in my video, but I couldn't confirm it in any of the clips that I saw, so I didn't mention that, because if there's not really any proof of it, I don't want to just be on here saying that. So I'm glad that that was kind of clarified, but at the same time, once again, to kind of circle back to the main point I'm making here, just the other day when she got banned on Twitter, right? Like when it basically broke on Twitter, because like there's accounts that like tell you when partnered Twitch follower or streamers like get banned, and like people started talking about it and everything. She came to Twitter and played victim and acted like she didn't know what was going on, right? And it's the exact same day that this video came out. So within a matter of of hours, she randomly and wildly transitioned from playing the victim, pretending she did nothing wrong, hiding any criticism made against her, even if it wasn't like a personal attack against her and it was just stating the facts of what happened, and then basically flexing on people when she got unjustly unbanned by Twitch with pretty much no explanation, even though she literally violated their stated community guidelines on paper. And then a few hours later, when she realized, like, oh shit, this isn't going away, people are actually kind of mad about this and they're criticizing me for it, and this is like kind of low-key a stain on my online career, now all of a sudden we have a 2.5 minute long apology video on her channel where it was a moment of weakness and she apologizes for it and she realizes she did the wrong thing. Usually people don't come to such a wild conclusion, you know, within a matter of hours. So once again, I just want to point out that this is only being said after the fact, after, you know, basically she was getting cooked on social media for hours on end. People were saying, even big streamers like Asmongold were saying that she should actually be suspended and that she violated the rules. Like, this apology video, like, let's say hypothetically, right, that this somehow flew under the radar and like nobody called her out for this, you know, people weren't making videos about it, shitting on her for it, there would be no apology video. It's that simple. There would be no goddamn apology. If this wasn't a potential threat to her career in any way, we would not be seeing this video. So is she really sorry? Is she really realizing the mistake here? I don't think so.
What I'm saying is, though, is I'm still trying to learn from it. I made a mistake and I do apologize to Twitch, and I appreciate them for unbanning me, by the way. Thank you very much. And I want to continue this, and I know in continuing this, I'm going to continue getting more hate. So I need to learn how to deal with this, and I'm going to. And I appreciate everyone that still supports me and understands that I am human. I don't know where I'd be without you guys. Like I said, I really appreciate everyone who supports me. And I'm sorry if I let you guys down today. I promise I won't do that again, and I'm still learning. Thank you. I'll see you guys next video. Bye.
All right, she specifically says here, oh, I'm not trying to play the victim card, yada, yada, yada. But, I mean, that's pretty much exactly what you were trying to do. I mean, you say you're not trying to do that, but literally like 8 hours before this video came out, once again, and I know I'm kind of just beating a dead horse here, but you were on Twitter playing the victim and pretending you didn't know what happened, right? Like, oh, how did I get banned? I was sharing people's personal info. What? Like, no, you knew what you did. And that's what it comes down to. You knew that this was a problem. You knew you did something wrong, but you didn't think the backlash was going to be as harsh as it was. And then now that the backlash is as harsh as it was, all of a sudden, you know, it's a completely different tune from you. Now you're a human. Now you make mistakes. Now you're just trying to learn the social media game because you've only blown up in the last year or so. And let's be real, and I hate to say this, it doesn't justify people like harassing her in her comments and shit like that, because I know some people obviously take things too far, you know. There's always going to be that like 1% of people who are like taking it way further than it needs to go, you know, death threats, harassment, shit like that. But the hate you get is around cheating allegations, something that I think is somewhat easily provable, right? Like, I'm sure that there's a pretty foolproof way out there to prove you're not cheating in a fucking video game, right? Like, I don't know, but let's be real, you owe your career to these cheating allegations. Like, you have everything you have. This big blow up you've talked about over the last like year, 70% or so of it has simply been because of the cheating allegations. I've never heard anyone talk about Nadia and them not bring up the cheating allegations. I've just never seen it. So you literally owe your entire career to this, but now you want to pretend that it's something that's going to get you frustrated and mad. Like, in this video, you're like basically saying that you get so much hate comments and you don't know how to handle it. Well, that's funny because like I said, you're on TikTok playing into the joke repeatedly. On the content that I've seen, just taking a 5-minute scroll of your profile, you're playing into the hate, you're playing into the jokes, but then this guy donating like $4 and saying have fun being a cheater was apparently the straw that broke the camel's back. Like, no, that just doesn't make sense. That doesn't add up. That's just not true. There's no fucking way, because it's nonsense. That literally just doesn't make any sense. So you can play into the joke, you can make the joke, you can have fun with it, but if other people give you money to play into the joke and have fun with it, then it's worthy of doxing them. I want to point out, because there's like basically like a Google Chrome plugin that you can get that actually puts the dislikes back on YouTube videos, and I have it, right? So I looked at this video on Chrome. The like to dislike ratio is pretty bad. So there's almost 5,000 likes and only 2,000 likes. That's a pretty shitty ratio, TBH. So obviously this apology's not going well. The majority of people that are watching this just kind of know she's bullshitting and it's just like ridiculous or whatever. But I found it really funny when I went through the comments of this video, there wasn't literally one single negative or critical comment of her in this entire video's comment section, right? The feedback and the like to dislikes is almost triple the amount negative that it is to positive, but literally every comment on the video is just positive. You know what I mean? It's just, it's incredible to me, man. Like literally no one criticizing her, nobody's saying anything negative whatsoever. You know, it's basically just shit like, oh, this is a great apology, or Nadia doesn't deserve the criticism. You're awesome, Nadia. Keep going, keep pushing through it. You're awesome to watch. We all make mistakes. It's like, this is the only quote unquote apology video, if you even really want to call it that, where I've seen such a negative response and reaction to it, but the comments are just so universally positive, which leads me to believe that she or some moderator or something on her channel is basically deleting or hiding the negative comments. And the reason that I also really believe that this is probably the case is, like I said on Twitter, when people were criticizing her and saying what she did wrong and whatnot in the responses, she was hiding their tweets so you couldn't see them. So I'm supposed to believe she wouldn't do that in her YouTube comments too. I don't know, man. It's just, it's insane to me. It's just, I don't know. It's incredible how this whole thing works, man. Like 1 second, you know, you don't know why you got banned. You're avoiding the criticism. You're acting like you didn't do anything wrong. You finally get banned on Twitch for like 37 minutes and 14 seconds. And then, you know, within a couple hours, you have an apology video out directly apologizing to Twitch and all this other shit, right? I don't know. Call me a conspiracy theorist, I guess. But yeah, I just don't buy this one for real. So with that being said, thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy, make sure to leave a like. Subscribe if you're brand new around here on the channel. Follow me over on Twitter and Twitch at @SubToOptimus. Make sure to check out Shoptimus down below. Thank you to my Watch Optimus subscribers. Your support helps the channel tremendously. And until my next video, guys, this is Optimus, well, reacting to the Nadia apology and signing out.